Subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, and share now to the video. Guys, D-Man here, and today we are reviewing the new, or relatively new, I live in Canada so I didn't get it till now because it just came out on Netflix, Titans. We're reviewing the new live-action Titans. Okay, so first off, to begin with, what can I say about the new live-action Titans? It's super edgy, like edgelords, like borderline edgelord. It's edgy as hell. It's kind of ridiculous, um, kind of stupid, and actually really shitty. You thought I was gonna say good, didn't you? But it's really shitty. But not all shitty. Okay, I won't give it. I won't say that much. So basically, if you're looking for a superhero live action movie, or live action show, I should say, not movie, this is not it. This is more like a cop movie with superpowers with it. Um, so let's say, so let's get into it. So the first 7 to 8 episodes, I would say, were okay. They were pretty good. The plotline was okay too. The first 7 or 8 episodes. But then the last 3 or 4 episodes just went off the rail and just kind of sucked and were really boring and stupid. How do I explain that? How do I explain that they went off the rail and sucked and were stupid? So basically, at the end, let's start at the beginning, I guess. So at the beginning, the plotline starts off with Raven. It all revolves around her. It's actually quite easy plotline to follow and not actually confusing at all, really. Except for maybe a few twists and turns here that are kind of dumb. But it's just, for the most part, it's just an average, easy to follow plotline. Which was kind of upsetting, but I guess it was okay. Um, and all the characters revolve around Raven, except I think there's like 2 or 3 side stories that they put in there as well, that I only assume were in there because they needed runtime, and they couldn't fully flesh it out without these things in there, which is kind of stupid. There's a lot of references in there, which is pretty cool. Like Doom Patrol was in there in a different capacity than usual. But yeah, there's a lot of cool references in there, but for the most part, it's just this kind of cop drama. It's super edgy, and the plotline was super easy to follow, and it's super easy to predict. You could tell what was going to happen next. And even by the end, you could tell, like, oh, that's going to happen probably, because, that's just going to happen. um, so the first 7 to 8 episodes, I don't remember exactly, because I watched this yesterday, not today. Were okay. It all revolved around Raven, except for like a few plot lines, and also they had like a lot of back, like what would you call those? Like memories or something. Flashbacks. That's what it is. It had a lot of flashbacks. Like, and I get it for some because it had like flashbacks of like people's origins and stuff like that. I got that much, but then they had like an asphyxiation on Robin for some reason. And then he had like his own little side story, which again I think they put in there because they couldn't fit the whole story of the first. They couldn't fit the whole story in without putting some filler in there, which is kind of stupid. And just kind of lazy writing, I would assume. So yeah, like that's dumb. They even had like this little conflict where like one girl cheated with him, and it was just really stupid. Like, why do you need to add that in? I don't understand why, but whatever, I guess. Um, so yeah, it was okay, and then it got really stupid by the end. So the end basically, it starts off as a flash, like the first episode that's really stupid. It's a flashback episode, and basically it's not even a flashback. It's like all in this dream flashback. And then Raven's trying to call to them, and Raven's not even her real name anymore, and neither is Starfire, doesn't have her name anymore. So she's trying to call to these people, but they're having a flashback, and at the end they realize, and they're like, we gotta get the second Robin for some reason, and the second Robin, he's the shittiest character in this. He's such like an edgy little douchebag. It's ridiculous. They made him to be like this complete another douchebag. His acting is so bad. The acting in this is okay, except for maybe the kid acting. Like the kids acting were pretty bad sometimes, and sometimes even the adult acting was pretty bad. But most of the kid acting was pretty bad. Not all of it. Some of it was okay, but some of it was really bad. Like some parts where Raven was supposed to cry, it looked really stupid. She was just like, it was just like, oh my god, is she crying? Because that doesn't look like crying. The best kid actor in this would be the one playing Garfield or Beast Boy. I don't know if he's even a kid, to be honest. I think he's like teenagers to young adults. But yeah, like the younger ones could use improvement. The older ones were okay. The younger ones could definitely use improvement. But the Garfield one was probably the best one. or Beast Boy, I guess I should say. So yeah, like the last episode started off with like a flashback, and then we cut from that to Raven and her mother because we find her biological mother. And it turns out her biological mother is evil, which is kind of stupid. It was kind of a twist, but then you could like tell by the end of it, to be honest. By like the end, you could start telling like maybe her biological mother is evil. But then when they said they made it, you're just like, okay, like I could tell that a few episodes before this, but it was kind of a twist at the same time. But then you realize how stupid it is, because her biological mother supposedly gave her to her friend to take away to hide from Trigon, and the people that want to bring Trigon back. But then she's with Trigon. It doesn't make sense. So what you're led to believe is either she did that intentionally to hide Raven from herself, even though she wanted Raven to bring back Trigon because she wants Trigon to come back because Trigon's her lover, or that lady stole her with the nuns and ran off and hid from them. But then why was she in a jail? It's so confusing. It's so confusing, stupid. It's either like she gave the kid to her, even though she wants Trigon to come back, or she got the kid stolen from her. And it doesn't make sense, because why would you give the kid to her if you want Trigon to come back? You could just raise her to be like, okay, eventually you're gonna bring back your father. It's just so stupid. So you're left to assume that the other girl stole the kid. It's really confusing. It's a giant plot hole, like a giant plot line, and a giant plot hole too. It's just super stupid. It's just like, what kind of fucking writing is that, dude? What the fuck? What kind of plot twist is that? Like, did the lady steal your kid? Did you give her your kid? Like, I don't understand at all, for fuck's sakes. It's so fucking stupid. Anyways, the very last episode, which is episode 11, leaves off on a cliffhanger, by the way. It shows off, basically, Robin turning to the dark side and getting controlled by Trigon, which was really stupid, really slow-paced, and really boring, and really fucking weird, because, like, he makes him have an inner fantasy. And his inner fantasy is, like, super fucking stupid. He's, like, married to the girl that's dating the other guy, even though I guess he likes her still. And it's just like, oh my god. It's confusing at that point, but not confusing. It's just like, oh my god, dude, just stop. This is so stupid. But at that point, I was thinking, why the fuck am I still watching this? And I remember I'm watching it for you guys, so I can review it for you guys. But holy shit, is it fucking stupid. Like, oh my goodness. Do not watch this show. Watch like the first 7 or 8 episodes, and then stop, because it's horrible after that. Like, it's good, like 7 or 8 episodes, and then it's just like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so fucking bad by the end. And they leave it on a cliffhanger, which I'm not sure if they're gonna have another season. But due to people like me who watch the whole thing, they might. And if they do, I might watch it just to review it again for you guys. Even though it's gonna be fucking torture unless they fucking fix it. Because it's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. If I were to rate this 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, 5 being average, this is a fucking 3. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's fucking horrible. Like, at the end, it's so fucking bad. It had such an interesting premise, too, but at the end, it's just so fucking bad. To be honest, I'd rather watch Teen Titans Go. Because at least those are 10 minutes long, and they have somewhat funny jokes in there, like, every once in a while. But this was just horrible. I don't know why I watched it. It was so tropey and so edgelordy. Like, it was so edgy. Hopefully, if they do make another season, they'll make it back to good at least. I don't think they'll ever make it to great, but they'll make it back to good. There's like so much plot lines that they could have went down and stuff like that. Like, there's this interesting one with Garfield, or Beast Boy. He can only turn into a tiger, by the way. I don't know why they did that. Probably to save on money. But I hope eventually he learns how to turn into other animals too. But anyways, there's a plot line with him where he like literally kills someone by mauling them to death. And he's traumatized by it. But no one talks about it and no one gives a shit. They only show like brief hints of it. But then at the end they're just like, we're not going to talk about it anymore because we're not interested in that anymore. It's just so stupid. It's such an interesting plot line to go down. Like, what's this character feeling now that he did that? Now that he feels like remorse and stuff like that. Like, what's he feeling after he feels all this fucked up shit, you know? But no, they're like, we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're going to talk about Trigon. Because Trigon's cool. You know what was a cool Trigon story? Was the fucking original. I mean, not the original story. But no, the cartoon. The original cartoon, not Teen Titans Go, but the original cartoon, that was an interesting Trigon story. This was a stupid Trigon story. And also, probably several comic book versions of it was also very good. But this was stupid. Like, super stupid. Super, super stupid. And Beast Boy isn't even green. Only his hair is green, which is stupid as well. I don't know, man. It's just so dark and edgy and stupid. It's just the ending ruined the whole thing, and it was so boring. It was so boring. The ending was so boring. Why? And sometimes that acting was so tedious and dumb. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just horrible. It's just this horrible thing that I hope they can improve on. And they should have stuck with other things, but they didn't. And at the very end, they even had a stupid, like, end cutscene. And the end cutscene was legitly. It was legit. Superboy and Krypto, the dog. Krypto, the super dog. Superboy and Krypto. The clone version of Superman and a fucking kryptonite dog. Like, how fucking stupid. Like, seriously. Why not Cyborg or something like that? Why fucking Superboy? Jesus Christ. And not even the good Superboy. The fucking shitty Superboy. Not even Clark Kent's son, the fucking shitty super clone boy. I mean, he's okay. But still. And why Krypto? Is that just for fucking laughs? I don't understand this. I don't understand it, man. Okay, but anyways, that's my review on this whole series as of so far. A little pause there. But anyways, that's my review on this whole series as a whole as of yet. If there's a season 2, I probably will check it out just to bring it back to you guys. Even though it'll be torture. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this. Watch my other content if you want to. I hope I review better movies and TV shows than this piece of garbage in the future. Where's my main man Gar, dude? They didn't even bring him into the fourth or fifth episode. My main man Gar. Why? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification because you know you love my content. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Before we go, I'd just like to say, I hope you liked the video. Hit one of these other videos to watch more content. You know, subscribe, share, like, and all that jazz. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whichever one it is. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Now, watch one of my other videos, please.